Welcome to Dark Heresy, Felonies of Faith, Session 36, which may be or may not be the final session of our Nurgle mission. Although it would be kind of poetic if 37 ended up being the final mission or session. But in any event, last week we had the team crash into the tower, although that was technically 2 weeks ago, fan out, kill a bunch of heretics, pushed open the doors into the reception hall at the top of the Whitehead Tower, where Ariane, pretty sure she heard Inquisitor Vidar's voice, and she blindly turned a corner, only to get ambushed by one of the Nurgle Trader elite soldiers. The rest of the group caught up, save for Vern, who was spending time with a bunch of mooks, taking his sweet time deciding whether or not they'll need to die. And the rest of you got into fight with the elite, who took his sweet time going down. In fact, he even managed to kick Krios onto his ass at one point, and there was just, I think Haley managed to blow out half the trader's head, and he still kept going. Yeah, I think that was it. And then eventually you guys managed to take him down. At around the same time, Vern executed the 3 trader mooks who were, assuming the position against the wall. And when Vern shot them, he also managed to blow a hole through the wall. And as the smoke cleared, we found Inquisitor Vidar lying against the floor, against the wall, seated on the floor. And he and Ariane shared a moment of silence and joy. And the rest of you came in, pretty much everybody saying the same thing: we need to leave now. But Vidar was all excited because Ariane brought his book back to him. And he said something along the lines of, hold on, I might be able to fix this. And he started flipping through the book, and each of you, again, were trying to just rush him along. Even Shelby tried to psychically send a message, which he backhanded, essentially, mentally, causing Shelby to realize that he's not a man who's easily psychically influenced, even if it was just a psychic text message, so to speak. And Vidar seemed rather happy that he seemed to have discovered something in his book, at the same time that Ariane discovered something about Vidar, pointed her finger at him, and called him a heretic. He went over to her, grabbed her head, ripped off her rebreather mask, scalpel popped out of his pinky finger on his power armor, and he carved out her left eye. Well, I guess it would make more sense for the right eye, but whatever. It was her left eye. Carved it out, plucked it, dropped her to the ground as Krios shouted, let go of her. And he very brazenly turned and walked away from you guys. Ariane, now missing an eye and rather angry about it, bleeding out of the side of her head from it, shouted that Vidar was a heretic and a sorcerer. He made no objection to this claim as he crushed Ariane's eye while speaking some demonic words. He then made a remark along the lines of, so that's where they're hiding. That's where they are, like that. And pretty much a lot of you attempted to kill Vidar. Henry malfunctioned. The suspensor field disabled, and the capacitors were shut off, essentially. So Krios was kind of foolishly fiddling with Henry rather than, using his hell gun. Shelby attempted to use her psychic powers and got set on fire by a demonic word for her trouble. I believe Kieran ran in and shanked Vidar's kidney, which surprised the fuck out of him, around the same moment that Haley double shot him, and this time when half the enemy's head exploded, he fell to the ground, appearing quite dead. There was a moment of, oh shit, breathing, and Shelby decided she was going to go and stomp on Vidar's half-blown-up head, but he burnt a fate point and disappeared through a rip into warp space. But in that final moment, Haley mustered up the agility to blow off Vidar's right leg. And we ended last session with me informing Vern that a familiar and very horrid smell hit his nose like a ton of bricks. And that's where we left off. Now, it appears Scout is online. Let me just try sending a message. If she responds to Bob, I'm sure she's going to call. But if we don't get a message, well, in any event, we are now going to start off with the room Bert just exited. Huh? I'm getting messages in Skype here. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was getting messages in Skype. Sorry, the room you just exited, Vern? Well, the whole tower will actually tremble. And let me see if anyone is... Scout, you're in the call?
Yes.
Okay, glad you made it. I'll allow you to do your own roll for initiative.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
So I just finished the recap, and all that's happened so far is the tower shuddered, shook, and I don't think any of you are really in a bad enough place to potentially fall over, save for Ariane, but considering she's got Grace and Haley on either side of her, I'm going to say either one of you can save her from falling over. But the room you're standing next to, Vern, has a complete cave-in.
So the lesser meeting hall.
Yep, I'm about to blur it out slightly here.
I have rolled my initiative.
Well, my first plan has been ruined. Taking the back door and leaving.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, and Vern, because you're a tough motherfucker, and because Krios, you're a tough motherfucker, some debris will fall on both of you, but it won't cause any severe damage. The rumbling still continues, but it's not as severe as it just was.
Vern will step out of most of the rubble, since it seems some of the rubble is starting to gather around me, so to say. Also, that poor motherfucker who was unconscious has been crushed now. Oh well.
So, Grace will look and say, "Is that it? Are we leaving?"
We need to get out right now.
We are leaving right now. Everyone to the imp car, whatever it's called.
Noble hot rod, we can say. But yeah, it looks like Alexandra was the first to go. So Alexandra, as you come around that corner, give me an awareness roll.
Ariane will not be responsive to everyone being like, "Hey, get out of here." She'll just sort of be staring at the ground, covering one of her eye where it got ripped out.
Don't make me drag your ass. I was going to say, Kieran's just going to grab her arm and drag her.
Okay. She will cooperate, but she won't really do much for herself. Not that you, like, literally have to drag her, it's just that she isn't...
Kind of traumatized?
Yeah, she's pretty traumatized.
Nah. Somebody plucking your eye out. Oh, no, not too traumatic. Oh, wait.
Well, that's
like one of the primal fears or something.
And Izzy, your token should now be visible.
Already impersonated that shit.
Okay.
You motherfucker.
Right.
So yeah, Alexandra, you're the first to make it to the corner, and you do see that there are two people standing in front of the vehicle. Izzy, give me an awareness roll. All right, you're kind of... Yeah, you're apparently watching your buddy and the car at the moment. And guys, because we are on a bit of a time rush, just when you make your roll, just give it a quick label. You don't need the full story like that. No offense, but like I said, we're on a time limit here. So, yeah, Alexandra. Alexandra, you do have the element of surprise here. What do you do? Okay, the other thing, if you guys take too long to think of an answer, I am just going to say in character, your character is frozen with indecision. So,
pretty much, I would probably just pop a shot with my bolt pistol. Whether it hits or not, either way, it's going to act as a warning shot to get them away from the fucking car. So I'm going to shoot at probably Izzy's character.
First, give me an agility roll.
Agility roll, okay. 91.
Okay, yep, you'll be able to take your shot at Izzy's character. Go ahead.
I thought we were friends.
Outside of the game, Izzy, outside of the game. You're a traitor.
Okay, so I'm also going to roll scatter here. And a 5 goes in the direction of... away from the car. And Talia will immediately scream at Alex, "Don't shoot! They're in front of our exit!" At this point, Izzy, you're definitely aware that someone just took a pot shot at you, and then you heard someone scream in this direction. Okay, apparently you're not going to be declaring anything.
Sorry. What was that?
I said your character hears the shot of the bolt pistol and hears a woman scream, "Don't shoot at our exit."
See, I missed the part where you said that. Yeah, he'll turn around and roar with his arms outstretched. "Hello, friends!"
What was that you said?
He'll just turn around and say, "Hello, friends," in a very excited / kind of aggressively friendly way.
You give me an intimidation roll, and Alexander, give me a willpower roll.
Hello.
Yeah, Alexandra, you're not getting close to that. Okay, at this point, I'm going to say, Krios, you're probably next in line. Are you going to peek around the corner too, or stay in cover?
I am looking around the corner, last can ready.
Yes, you didn't move your token, so... sorry, Sunji, you're saying you're coming around the corner, last can at the ready.
Yes, and can I see this mysterious traitor?
Right, so you see two figures. Give me... well, you know what? You are looking in that direction anyway. So the one guy is... the one with the question mark is currently looking at the car. And the other one is another one of the elites, like the one that's on the ground next to Alexandra, although he's got his arms spread wide and doesn't seem to be attempting to be threatening, although he is threatening to the fact that he is a Nurgle elite trader. The other one is wearing guard flak, but he doesn't have a helmet on, and his head is bald.
Oh. Motherfucker! I'm gonna do a full aim action. So
Okay.
next turn, I can pews up you.
Give me an intelligence roll.
I am aware the car is behind.
Okay.
I know this. Don't you worry. I'm drawing a line from myself to Izzy, and the tiny corner of car that would be clipped if I missed, assuming I don't miss by miles, is within acceptable parameters.
Okay, then. So I'm going to say, Vern, you're going to move up into position. What's your plan?
Well, I'm going to let's double move to see what the fuck's. Well, actually, no. I'm going to move here and take out my minigun.
Okay. Alexandra?
Since I got intimidated by Izzy, I'm just going to do a full aim action to try to hit him so I don't accidentally hit the car like I almost did.
Okay. Shit, Peter's going like a snail. What the fuck? Oh, jeez. Tyrion, still helping Ariane or what?
No, I'll let Haley. Haley can handle it. I'm gonna attempt to move closer. There's no good way for me to see around the door.
That's a good
You can peer around the door. Grace can move aside to,
Okay.
like. Right. So pretty much everything that I've described to the others. You can also confirm that both men are armed with guns and swords. Just double check here. Yeah, they both have guns and swords.
I don't know anything about the mysterious man.
He's wearing guard flak armor, has a bald head. Looks like he's got some severe burns on the left side of his face. It's hard for you to see from this distance.
Can I mutter to Grace and ask her, is this Bulger?
Well, we'll have to wait for her turn. Izzy, you've got a las cannon pointed at you.
Well, that's not a very friendly thing to do. I will draw my hell gun and aim it right back at the one with the last gun.
Okay.
Last gun, bitch, please.
Excuse me.
Really, you've currently got the Ariane in your arms.
Alright, come on, move it.
Ariane won't respond, but she'll get dragged along.
Okay. Shelby? You're saying Cynistians? Oh, right. Let me just tell you all what your fate points are currently at. Actually, I think I did full restoration to everybody. Yeah, so you all have full fate right now.
BT, how many wounds am I at? 'Cause I don't think I used my fate point last week, unless I'm mistaken.
Well, I've got you presently at 11, so you've healed quite a bit, even though technically that's kind of a house rule. So, Shelby, with the fate reroll, you can sense that this person is basically a tendril of whatever it is that's up above you. In fact, it's probably the strongest signal of the corrupt energies that are above you right now. And of the two corrupt energies that are moving above you, oh, sorry, not moving, that are above you, the smaller of the two is moving. Okay, so Grace will take her peek and move back behind cover. I have no way of telling. He's not looking at us. The other guy's wearing a helmet. I don't know. Maybe. And then Talia is going to look at Krios and say, very, very careful, please. For the love of the Emperor, be careful. Yeah, but Izzy's character is wearing a helmet, yes. And yeah, so Talia's not exactly doing anything. And the other guy is going to now turn around. And let's see. Invisible, and make that one visible. I realize his token has his name on it. Oh well. Is everyone able to see the token?
Knew it!
So, just a slight note, I have news, which is that I don't have to get up as early as I thought I did, so I'll be around for the whole game.
Great. Glad to hear. Well, it is your turn, Ariane.
Okay, Ariane will, she'll get herself out of Haley's grip and stumble forward toward where everyone else is, and she'll sort of, why am I so bad at words when I'm doing this? She'll sort of groan and ask, what do you see?
Does anyone want to reply to Ariane?
I didn't quite catch what she said. Was it, what do you see?
She said, what do you see? But she's sort of, she's muttering and, she's in pain and she's not being quite straight.
I'll just say traitors.
And that'll be my turn.
Hey, Krios.
Yelling and trying to be as imposing as possible, I will just, yell, "Get away from the car!"
Okay, give us an intimidate roll. Pretty good. And, thing is, where is my stats for here? There it is. With commands, stay where you are, Graham. Okay, degrees of success. Krios, what is your strength? Is 41. His command, yep. Rem is going to want to obey Bulgris, not the Krios. Bird.
Oh, Shelby, thanks for standing right in my line of sight. That was very kind of you.
She's small. I mean, you could shoot through her head.
I'll start revving the minigun.
Okay.
And move.
We got revving a minigun. Alexandra.
While people are moving, Chris is going to start flanking them.
Okay. That's the best I can do. Hopefully that get me too much? Does that continue to get me in your way? Doesn't look like it. So just do that and continue the aim action on now the guy who looks like Two-Face from the Nolan movies. Switching aim to a half aim on that guy now.
Okay. Kieran?
Kieran will mutter, "Must we solve everything with extreme violence?" And then she's going to roll concealment and move silent. Well, I'm going to roll. She's going to hide. I'm going to face that.
Okay.
I'm closing my eyes. You cannot see me.
If I can't see them, they can't see me. Oh! Boom!
Nicely done.
And you move silent. Okay. And how far do you want to move? Where do you want to move to? Okay, so she's moving out into the open. That means, Izzy, you may roll an awareness to see if you detect the shimmer. Quite unlikely, but yeah.
Well,
So that's where you're staying with Kieran?
well, I was going to keep going, but I just...
Oh, okay. Keep going.
I'm going to take the rest of my sprint, which is like another 12, and hide. Well, that doesn't quite work. Oops. There.
What kind of cover is in this room?
None, aside from the vehicle.
Cool.
Well, the table's not exactly covered. Yeah, Izzy.
What's the vehicle like?
Sorry, what?
Like, if I were to hide behind the vehicle, would I get any kind of cover bonus?
You could actually go inside the vehicle because everyone left the doors open.
That's a friendly thing to do, guys. Thank you.
We're so smart.
Well, in that case, seeing as this is a very important vehicle, and I most certainly do not want you guys to damage it while you're trying to shoot me for some strange reason, I'm going to get inside of it and make sure nothing bad happens to it.
Very good decision.
Yes. What's my agility?
Very, very low. So if you put your
right.
cursor over, you should see your stats.
I do not see my stats, but you mentioned it was like 20
Check
something?
now.
Ah.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to switch you to a player character. So your agility score is low, but multiply that by 6, and that is your run speed. Multiply it by 12, and that is your sprint speed. And yes, you may sprint.
Sweet. So...
Wait, I just realized I didn't sprint at all. I only took a... Wait, I can't math. I think I only moved 24, which would be my run. I can't math.
Okay, so I will... For the...
And the doors are here and here.
Okay, alright, sweet. For the moment, I'm not going to use all of... Well... I think I'm just going to move right here for the time being, blocking off a good amount of fire from everyone. Oops.
Okay, so Izzy now has almost complete cover. Hey, Haley.
Okay, always with the holdups. I draw both Hecutors, and then I'll just move over to Krios and... Alright, what's going on?
Basically, as soon as you get there, you'd be able to... Oh, shit, I can hear myself through your mic. Testing. Okay. Okay. So basically, as soon as you get next to Krios, you can see the elite just as he pulls behind the vehicle. So Krios, if you want to actually speak while Shelby takes her turn, go ahead. Just remember 5 seconds.
The arch traitor and one of his lackeys are taking our vehicle as cover. I have an idea, though.
What did you call him, Fungi?
Arch traitor.
You don't know that.
Don't I? Oh, okay, then there is.
No one has identified him yet. I'm sorry. His token shouldn't have his name. All you know is it's a bald man with a burnt face in black armor.
I did make that link before we knew. I mean, as a player, I don't know if Krios made the link, but I don't know. I imagine Krios would, because he and I share thinking. I saw a guy in flak armor. There are lots of traitors. He's here alone with one guy. It kind of makes sense to me that he would be the arch traitor. So if it's not out of character for Krios to say so, I will say that. Otherwise, I'll just say it's 2 traitors.
Okay. So, Shelby. Okay, so doing the invocation roll. Okay. Shelby's put herself right out in the open. And it's Grace's turn. Grace moves into position and crouches and is basically making sure her weapon is in working order. And Talia, willpower for Talia. That helps if I roll. Well, I'm going to say that's 34. So, yeah, with that willpower, she will sprint across to the other side and take cover on the other side because somebody said flank. So, she's going to do her part. And the captain will take a step back, arms outstretched, and say, oh, sorry, I'm getting a message here. All right, sorry, just replying to someone in Skype. And he's going to say, if you were planning to leave, we're not going to let you go the way you came in. Marianne.
If anyone's watching, Krios will grin.
Okay, I just want to declare that I'm spending my fate point to resist corruption and insanity for the rest of the encounter.
Okay, using a fate power.
Yes. And from there, Marianne will step up and look around the corner at what's going on. And she'll say, so do we have another way out? And she does say it in that sort of hesitant tone.
Okay, is she taking any particular actions other than the movement?
No, she's just talking.
Okay. Rios.
Has the Valkyrie, do we know if the Valkyrie has arrived to pick up those soldiers?
You haven't heard anything.
Because I have a plan. We shoot this car and explode it. We have about 10 minutes till the thing explodes. Make our way downstairs, hop on the Valkyrie.
Sorry, you're actually articulating that to the other people?
I'm seeing what the players think. Because what we could also do is there appears to be a platform outside here. The roof I know is full of tumor, but we could at least contact the Valkyrie and get them to mention if fly around if they can and tell us any other ways off. Because if I could just las cannon this car right now and get rid of their cover potentially exploded, well, that removes their biggest asset.
I would prefer to discuss this in character if we're going to discuss it.
Okay, in that case, I will spend my turn trying to contact the Valkyrie.
Well, you will be able to easily get a hold of, what was the name of that sergeant? Sorry, just put it down here. Sergeant Frank Frankenson. God damn it. Right, so Frank Frankenson will reply saying the Valkyrie hasn't arrived yet, we're still waiting in the corridor, sir.
I'm trying to contact the Valkyrie itself.
Well, if you're using open comm channel, you're not going to reach the Valkyrie itself. There's a range limit on your microbeam.
Of course. Thank you, Sergeant. Tell me as soon as you have visual confirmation of the Valkyrie. I need to talk to the pilot ASAP. I will turn off the mic and say, everyone continue to flank. Do not shoot the car. Shelby, get out of the way. Thank you.
Okay, so Vern.
Vern, well, well, Creole said not to get in the way, so.
Damn it. It was more that Shelby was standing right in front. If you're just going across line of sight, that's different. That's fine.
Yeah, but I need to keep revving the gun, though.
Yeah, well, so remember, if you don't
make in the room, then it is.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm taking the long
moving
run.
behind Krios. Okay. So, Alexander.
Going around.
We do have some potentially non-lethal grenades somewhere. Alexander, you are moving up next to Shelby.
Probably a bad idea, but want to continue to be out of Krios' way and keeping my half-aim action going on the command captain. Would it be possible if I see him try to get into the car, I can put a shot at him, or would that the half-aim and moving, would that count?
Yeah, if you're still trying to aim, that uses up a half action.
Okay, then I just do that and really a half action in case he tries to go into the car himself. I'm going to shoot a thing instead of the aiming bonus.
Okay, Kieran?
I'm going to attempt to keep moving.
Okay. I'm going to let you keep your earlier roll, but Izzy, you may roll a fresh awareness, as does Morris.
Oh, and while I'm moving, because I have quick draw, I'm going to use my hidden blade. Well, that sucks. I'm going to run up behind you anyway.
This is appropriate, though. And, Trader Elite, Sergeant Major Graham, a shimmer comes by your left-hand side, and you hear the pattering of running footsteps right next to you.
Well, that ain't good. I will... Let's see. So I'm in melee with her at this point, right?
That's right.
All right, then I will... Let's see. Disengage. That's a full action, right?
Depends. If you want to roll agility, you can test to do a half-action disengage, or if you just spend your whole turn, you do a half-move disengage.
I will do that. Do the full one. And half is just regular agility bonus, right?
That's right, yep.
Cool.
Okay. And that's as much as you can do unless you want to verbalize something.
Get in the car! Obviously talking to the baldy man.
Sorry, what?
He tells the bald man to get in the car. Or behind cover, period.
So he's trying to give orders to his superior?
Oh, comrade in arms, really.
Yeah. All right, Haley.
BT, I have a question. Doesn't him moving behind cover provoke Alex's attack?
Alex specifically said moving into the vehicle. He didn't go in the vehicle.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying Mulgris. Okay, I thought you were talking about Izzy's character. But all right then. So Haley.
Okay. First, I'm going to do a quick logic roll to see if this idea is any good. Basically, I want to know if... Okay, it's a little hard to do this one-handed. This wall here, I just want to know if it's like a heavy support wall for the ceiling, and if anything were to happen to it.
Okay, for something like that, you'd need... Oh, fuck, that's loud. For something like that, you'd need the trade right ability. That's basically architect. Clear. Logic wouldn't be enough to determine how a building functions that way.
Never mind then. I got my Hecutors out, so I sprint. That sprint is... No, I'm not gonna sprint. 6... I'm just gonna run over here.
Okay.
This fountain is still intact, right?
What?
The fountain? That's what it was, right?
There's no flowing water. It's really just a basin right now, empty basin.
Yeah, could I get like partial cover if I were to crouch?
Really partial. You don't need to send your legs.
Okay then.
So you're giving up on the invocation, Jess? Well, remember though, if you don't immediately take a psychic action after invocating, you lose the bonus. So Shelby's asking Bulgris to bow before her feet. Interesting. Give me a charm roll. Yeah, you're not that charming. Well, Shelby, you do sense that whatever power is on the move above you, it is moving towards the east. And Talia is going to move here and basically have a nice hidey spot where she can get line of sight. The captain. Well, considering you didn't realize earlier, I will allow you in this case to send a psychic message. Just in the future, be aware that invocation only will work on a psi power that's used immediately after the invocation is done. So in this case, I will let you send that sign message to her. Okay. And with Talia hearing that, she will add over the microbead that Shelby detects movement above us, and it's big and it's bad, and it's potentially coming from behind. the captain at this point will say, one of my master's pets has a special interest in one of you. And I think he'll point towards, well, Krios, Ariane, and Vern's direction, that it's him. Ariane, your turn.
Ariane is just going to drop to her knees and stare at the ground, and she's going to clasp her hands in front of her. And she's going, oh no, she's not going to clasp her hands in front of her. She's still holding one hand over her bleeding eye, and she'll just mutter, I need a chirurgian. I need a chirurgian over and over.
Okay. Yeah. Shelby, do you have healer, I wonder? Krios, your turn.
I can't utilize that aim I did a while ago, can I? Because it was more than one turn ago.
You haven't moved. He has, well, he's only moved slightly, so in this case, the aiming does not go away because you have not ruined it by doing any other action.
Okay, this I will ask the group. I'm tempted to aim and shoot, and fate if I miss. I don't want to hurt the car. What I'm worried about is the lance bolts going straight through him and into the car and damaging the car. We still have other routes out, and by the looks of it, we will be needing to go down anyway. If something above us is waking up, that shit ain't good. And this encounter isn't going to be over soon. We can't just get in the car and fly away.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to try and get me to not shoot? Alright. Fucking shoot it is.
Not that I can stop you.
Although I know out of character negotiations generally aren't a good idea. I just didn't want to completely scupper a player's plans.
Not like we have much of a choice. We either need this car to get out of here, or we need to hurry up and get downstairs. We gotta make sure this guy doesn't leave, though.
Well, I hit him, unless he dodges a laser, which would be strange.
Well, except he's been taking defensive actions. He's been ready for this. And he leaps out of the way as your beam charges that red glow at the end and lot straight into the car. Roll damage.
Yay!
Oh well, that was my backup plan anyway.
And in this case, you're doing the full 8 D10s for the damage.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I haven't been listening to anything I've been saying.
I just made a statement.
Okay.
That's 2 righteous furies.
Potentially. Now, just pondering, you didn't mean to hit the car exactly, but tell you what, if you can get exactly your weapon skill, ballistic skill of 38 or lower, I'll say that confirms. Okay, give me 2 more D10 separate.
Here's all my amazing rolls. So, just 1d10 plus 1d10?
Yeah. That's another D10. Give us another roll.
Oh man.
Why can't I get these rolls when I actually hit someone?
Okay, so 79 before front armor, which is pretty visible, I recall. And where does that hit on a vehicle? Vehicle combat rules were on like page 250. Wow, pretty close. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to remember the pages are off. But vehicles, okay, we're a little later. 250. Vehicle combat, vehicle attacks, attacking a vehicle. Attack return facing, front armor. Okay, so you rolled a 21 originally, was it? Or 12? 12.
12.
Okay, and 14. Okay, it's not a tracked vehicle, it's not a wheeled vehicle, it's not a stimmer. It is a flying vehicle, which means okay. So the vehicle does not explode, but there's a glowing red hole straight through the main front end of it that, penetrates, pretty much in a straight line all the way through if Krios were to crouch down and peek.
Alright, straight after I fire and I miss, I'm going to shout to the group, we will find, we will use there. Ignore that. This is not our exit. Light them up.
Bird, you heard the man.
Oh, yep. Well, I'm behind Creel, so I have to move. Almost here, and, well, I can't shoot this turn, so I'm just going to rev up. Actually, I'm going to move here, because I moved only 4.
Okay, so I'm done revving. How's that, bro?
Okay, then, moving forward 3, and, oh, wait, no, I have hip shooting, don't I? That means I can move to my normal, if I remember correctly, and still get a...
Yep,
no.
you do a full move and a shot.
Okay. 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what's 6? There's 6. Okay, and I'm going to shoot the guy who just dodged.
Well, your gun's not loaded.
My
You
bolt...
fired your last bullet that missed. You didn't reload. And because you were afraid, I just rolled with it. So, yeah, you're dry. And you didn't realize because he scared the shit out of you.
Oh, okay. Well, then... Oh, well, crap. I gotta wait till my next turn, then.
Yes. Kieran.
I'm gonna charge Izzy if I can, if the door isn't in the way.
No, you can't charge too close.
Is it? Mm-hmm.
You need a running start to charge of at least 4 meters.
He disengaged from me, though. Oh,
Yes,
you're saying I need
only
at least
2
4.
meters away. You need at least 4 meters to get enough of a running start to do a charge action.
Well, then I'm gonna still step up, turn the power field at my wrist gauntlet, and attack him.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So, Izzy, parry or dodge? Your chances of dodge are low. Your chances of parry are moderate. However, whatever you parry with has a chance of being destroyed by power field. Or just take the hit.
I will do with what I've got. I'm going to block it with my gun.
Blocking with the hell gun. Okay.
That's what I've got in my hands, right?
Yep. That'll be successful parry. Kieran, your DC is 75 to destroy his hell gun.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 75% chance of destroying something with power. And you already faded. Oops, sorry. Supposed to be D10. No, okay, we don't have a Zinch confirmation, but Izzy, you managed to parry her arm with the gun rather than parrying the blade itself.
That's not very
Now
friend-like.
It's your turn.
Awesome. Well, seeing as I believe he knows that there's no way in hell that he's going to be able to outrun this lovely lady, he will pull a friendship grenade, formerly known as a frag grenade, and pull the pin and drop it.
Okay. And let's say these are fast fused, so you may as well roll damage. First roll for yourself, then roll for her. 2d10.
1d10 plus 1d10, or should I just do 2d10?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Although you can't, you're right. You can't get righteous fury. It doesn't matter for you.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you're sitting pretty. And now, Kieran, You get a chance to attempt to dodge. Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I'm sorry,
Right.
friend. You made me do this.
You're not dead yet. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure you pulled the pin. I didn't make you do anything.
Roll the 2d10, please, there for Tyrion.
Roll one. One.
Is he? Nope, there he is. Okay.
Well, that's better than nothing.
My bad.
Okay, so your armor, as I believe, oh, right, you've got the environmental suit. Okay,
Yep.
so with combined armor and toughness, you are indeed taking some damage, but because there isn't any penetration, we are basically saying this is going to be a concussive blow. So as far as you're aware, you haven't had a breach yet in your armor, and you are taking 2 points of wound damage from the impact explosion. So you're at 9 total. And that was our friendship grenade, although you said you just dropped it.
Right.
Technically, we still have a half action.
Oh, I'll draw my lesser plague sword.
Okay, plague sword out. Now, is that in your offhand, or did you drop your held gun?
Ooh, good question. I will say he doesn't have any talents talking about offhand, does he?
He doesn't have like dual shot and such, but having the sword in your offhand still means you get to get a +10 parry bonus.
Well, shit. Yeah, offhand it is.
Okay, so gun in main hand, sword in offhand. Sorry, Haley, it was your turn.
Two things real quick. First off, when you drop the frag grenade, I just imagine like a mic drop, and two, splitting recording.